Hi, my name is Brian, and I want to welcome everyone back to our channel. If this is your first visit, why don't you sit back, relax, and join us for a ride? It's another beautiful day out here, rolling down Buckhorn Road. It's 80 degrees with plenty of sunshine. The plan today is to wrap up filming the rest of the Pointer's profile. Rich and I got started early today. I decided to drive the loop counterclockwise so we could grab burgers at the Gold Mine Experience as we head back towards Constellation Road. It's about a 38-mile ride, or about 60 miles from downtown Wickenburg. Traveling down Buckhorn Wash Road to Walker's Gulch, the name changes to Buckhorn Wash Trail. This leg of the journey is relatively smooth as it was recently graded. It's now time for the rock of the day. These unusually shiny rocks were gathered out of the San Domingo Wash, south of Wickenburg, downstream from the Anderson Mill. This mine produced muscovite mica. It was used for military electrical equipment during World War II. The mine itself closed down in 1951. Here's a picture of me at the mill when the belt was still hanging. Deb and I, with our two dogs Zoe and Shelby, moved out here to Wickenburg about 5 years ago. The neighbors with side-by-sides were eager to show us the trails they traveled, never having to trailer up to enjoy the trail rides around us. The trails we're on today, I've driven at least a dozen times, not including driving through the loop instead of driving the entire perimeter of the English Pointer's profile. I think a better name for this lasso trail would be the Wickenburg Mountain Buckhorn Trail Ride. It took some time to name the mountain ranges in this area. Why not take the time to identify existing trails with names as well as numbers on the signposts? You can get on the Cherry Creek Road down by Walker's Gulch here. By doing this, it'll add another 10 miles to your ride. It'll loop around, and if you know where you're driving, you can put yourself back onto Castle Creek Road about a mile north of where Isaac Bradshaw was buried. Walker's Gulch is where Buckhorn Wash Trail ends. This gulch has 3 other trails leading out. There's the Crown King to Castle Springs alternate backway, headed north towards Crown King. That's the trail leading off to your left. And the Wickenburg Mountain Castle Creek Road, which runs through the gulch from northwest to southeast, where the trail connects to Castle Hot Springs Road. That would be the trail you're looking at now, which eventually leads south to the Carefree Highway near the town of Morriston. To your left is the trail we came in on, and to the right is Castle Creek Road, the trail we're leading out on. We're headed north on Wickenburg Mountain Castle Creek Road, headed toward Copperopolis and Isaac Bradshaw's grave. Oh, by the way, Isaac Bradshaw was the brother to William D. Bradshaw, and it was he who led a band of 50 white miners into a chain of mountains looking for gold. And just like the Mexicans before him, the Apaches ran him off. You see, for hundreds of years, the Apache had been fighting off other Native Americans for the resources the land had to offer. On a side note, I always thought it was odd that Isaac Bradshaw was buried on a Wickenburg mountainside and not the next mountain over in his namesake mountain chain. Come to find out, he was making his way to a doctor when he died Christmas Day and was buried where he passed away. It's also hard to imagine the challenges of the indigenous people or the folks from other countries while traveling these trails in this area of the West. As we have rollovers with our side-by-side still today, one notable rollover documented by this author during the fall rainy season of 1897. A buckboard containing 5,000 bullion from the Crown King mine was crossing the rain-swollen Wolf Creek about 6 miles from Mayer, or about 25 miles as the vulture flies from here. When climbing the far side of the bank, the buckboard slid back into the water and overturned, drowning the driver. The bullion, they say, was never recovered. Yeah, I'd like to also mention that this Lariat loop we're on is also a jumping off point to a vast network of trails into the nearby Bradshaw Mountains. With free parking off of Constellation Road for folks that trailer here, there's food and entertainment close by. There's the Gold Mine Experience World of Music Village. And just down the road is the town of Wickenburg and all the hospitality they can provide. The Wickenburg Mountain Buckhorn Trail Ride is an excellent Lariat trail to traverse. These 3 videos highlight the average surface difficulties of the trails as of April 2026.
That's whatever the bees have down here.
Bees?
Wow.
I hope everyone who joined us for this ride today had as much fun as we did.
Oh.
I'd also like to mention this video is supported by people like you. If you like what you're seeing, you know what to do.